Brandon.
Hey friends, I want to put out a little bit of a clarification video. A lot of times if I put a video out and it's received in the wrong way, or it's received different than the way I intended it to be received, a lot of times it's because I may not explain myself clearly, or sometimes I make assumptions that the viewer of the video knows what I know, or they've read what I read. Yesterday I put out a video on Kyle Rittenhouse's AR-15 being destroyed. It was being destroyed at his request. That's not what the video was about. The video was not about them taking the rifle from Kyle and wrongly destroying it. Kyle has mentioned in at least one interview that I know of that he wanted the rifle to be destroyed simply because he just didn't want, I guess you could call it a trophy of what had happened. Plus, I mean, he had PTSD from the situation and just didn't want that reminder of that. So again, the video that I put out yesterday was about the rifle being destroyed, but it wasn't about how they got the rifle or that they had wrongly taken it from him. It was about the dog and pony show that was being put forth by the anti-gun wackos to go through all the trouble of putting a ceremonial type video together to almost give the look and impression that Kyle may have been wrong and that the judgment in that particular case was incorrect and that they were somehow righting a right or getting a win by being able to destroy the rifle. That's what the intent of the video was. Nowhere in the video do I claim that the rifle was forcefully taken from Kyle. I may not have said that he gave it up, but that wasn't the point of the video to begin with. The point of the video was showing the ridiculous nature of the ceremony that took place, that did not have to take place. Some of you have said, well, they had to document it. Maybe, of course they did. But why did the video have to go to the public? How many cases out there that are not high profile do they do the same type of possible destruction of the firearm and the magazine, which was so stupid? Do they video those? If they do, I haven't seen any. Have you? So it was obvious that the intent by the anti-gun wackos was to make sure this video got out to the general public so that they could get their virtue signaling. This was their chance to say, look what we did. Everybody's an expert. I actually pinned, you'll have to go back and look at the other video that I put out yesterday if you want to see the full intent of the video. But one guy, and I pinned his comment, said it was Kyle's choice to destroy the rifle. Now, he's making it sound like I had somehow spread in the video that I had alluded to maybe the rifle was taken from Kyle. Go back and watch the video and you'll see that clearly I never even hinted at that. But he said it was Kyle's choice to destroy the rifle. Maybe listen to his interviews and his attorney's interviews. Don't push false propaganda like the left does. Find out the facts first. They did this video in order to make a record and follow through with the agreement. This has nothing to do with anti-gun propaganda. Son, it has everything to do with anti-gun propaganda. Again, never have I ever seen a video that got put out, and the way that they did it, you cannot convince me that the method that they used to video this ceremony-like process, that's done every single time a gun is destroyed and taken out of service. You can't convince me of that unless you can send me videos proving otherwise, and you certainly can't convince me that every single time this is done, that video is released to the general public within 3 days of the actual rifle being destroyed. That is not happening. We all know that's not happening. Maybe I need to be clearer in my videos, because again, I assumed everybody knew that Kyle had opted to give his rifle up. Again, I never mentioned in the video that Kyle had his rifle taken from him, but maybe I should have done that. But again, my intent of the video, as the title states and as the thumbnail shows, was the very fact that this is a dog and pony show, and it was carried out like some kind of stupid little ceremony to send a signal that somehow or another an evil rifle was done away with, and look at us, we got a victory, because they failed so miserably during the whole thing. And one last point. Some people have pointed out Kyle wanted that to happen. You know, the prosecution and that entire county was so anti-Kyle Rittenhouse, they tried to bury this kid when he had all the evidence to prove otherwise, that he was clearly innocent. So all of a sudden, you think that the county is suddenly doing Kyle's bidding? They're doing his favors for him? This was not done as a personal favor to Kyle Rittenhouse because he requested it. Make no mistake about that, because they did everything they could to try to put this boy under the jail who was clearly innocent. So don't give me that they were trying to do him favors now that they failed so miserably. This was simply an attempt to make something right in their eyes that they got so wrong.
Let's go, Brandon.